everybody. Michael Tiny Saul, and I'm going to update the list, the stocks to watch, the 14 stocks to watch for the week of March 21st, 2011. And I also have 5 new stocks to add onto the list. So let's get started. Here's Medifast. Now, Medifast, I was watching for a test of this upper channel line or the 20 EMA in a reverse, so we didn't get there. Technically, on Wednesday the 23rd, did it fire off? I don't consider it fired off. Okay, it's still holding this channel line, so this one here I would still watch, but I don't consider it fired off as of yet. Here's Cree. I was talking about Cree and saying how lame it looked on Monday with just an inside doji day in, and I was saying that this one looked really heavy, and sure enough, boom, it broke to the downside here. I mean, it broke a trend line on Tuesday. I'm not going to be one of these people that go, you should have entered, and whatever. You do whatever you want. It's your money, and I'm just doing opinions and analysis. But if you do have an intraday technique in order to get on board a big move, then this candle on Wednesday, there were definitely opportunity with using a couple of different techniques that I go over and teach in order to get on board. But as far as from a swing basis, unless you win Tuesday, obviously, you missed this big move, or if you just jumped in at the open, which I don't know why you would. Okay, so Google. Okay, Google is continuing to go higher. I'm still watching the 20 EMA. I still think we're going to run into resistance with this one, but I'm not looking to jump in front of it. I want to see a reversal candle at the 20 EMA. Prudential. Okay, Prudential came out of its wedge on Tuesday, formed a little inside day, and then it traded lower on. So it came out Tuesday. I said yeah, and then it came out lower on Wednesday. This one I'd be using a real tight stop on it and see if it'll start something from here. But you could see, if you took the wedge break, even though it was an inside candle, or if you took the break of this low, once again using a couple of techniques here, it didn't really do much so far. So this one is for someone that trades a few million shares, it seems to not trade very orderly. Okay, all right, let's look at Monsanto. Okay, Monsanto also broke to the sideways with the doji. Okay, it had the little reversal here, and you could see this candle zoomed right up to the upside here. So once again, here's the 5-minute chart. It traded down early and then totally reversed its way. So if you were in it, obviously you stopped out by now, or depending on where you put your stop. But this one definitely could have said triggered and stopped out. So not going to consider this one a good one. I'm actually going to delete it from the list now. Let's see. How do you delete? Okay, hold on one second. Be right back. Okay, the only reason I paused the video to do it now is that if I don't do it now, I'll forget to do it. So, okay, here's BlackRock. And BlackRock was a nice one intraday at least, right? It had this small candle on Tuesday, and then Wednesday it got yoinked and had a reversal intraday. But you could see this, it rolled right on over and then came back up. So, it's if you're still in it, I don't even know if you're in it, but technically I would be at break even right here. I'd be right above the highs of Wednesday for now with a stop loss. See, RIM is another one. Tested its 20 EMA. Didn't really form a reversal candle here, but you could see it broke the low and closed up higher. Not much of a drawdown here, but I would put the stop above the 50-day moving average if it was me. GHL, nothing yet. Still kind of digesting this big move, like I said, to watch this one. Still think it could pop up to the 20 EMA if possible. Aflac, this is another one that, this was a reversal, a little high wave candle here. Do you technically call it a reversal? I don't know. It triggered a little bit down here, but I would still wait for the 20 EMA on this one. KM Methods not going in the direction that I was watching to the upside, so that's fine. Keep watching it, but no harm, no foul there. GMCR. Okay, GMCR broke higher, but closed right around where the entry trigger would be, right? So let's see, the high is 62. So see, you're in 62.85. I would just move stops to break even. I wouldn't even, hold on one second, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. The phone calls always come at the most opportune times. Anyway, I would try to let this one go, but I would really be putting stops kind of tight on it because I don't like the rejection up here. I mean, if you took profits up here plus a buck or whatever it was, hey, great. But otherwise, no, I don't like the non-follow through. I want to see it go up closer to the highs of the day. But that's me. Okay, let's look at UIS. Okay, UIS just never hit the 20 EMA. Talked about watching for the 20 EMA to be tagged and the 50-day, and then a reversal candle there. So that didn't happen. RIG. RIG is another one. I mean, it never... We watched this doji here, and it came just shy of that 79.09. Oh, it actually did trigger 79.06. So it did take out the low of that doji candle. So stop would be above this little consolidation here up here at 81. Okay, let's look at HITT. And okay, it tested the 20 EMA today, Wednesday. No reversal candle, so this one may have a little bit more to go. It filled the gap, okay, and no reversal candle. So we want to watch that, okay? We always want to watch for reversal candles at key moving averages. So that's the recap. I mean, Cree was a monster if you were able to grab it. Prudential, couple of bucks. BlackRock, okay, and a couple of crappy ones, including, let's see, what were the two real crappy ones? Were, hold on one second, for some reason. The one I took off, right. I even forgot the one I took off right now because of the stupid phone call, right? Monsanto. Okay, there it is. And that was a crappy one because if you shorted the trigger, I mean, let's see what you got here. You got a low of 68.59. I mean, it only went 40 cents. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, you would have trailed stops, but nothing wrong with putting a stop right above the highs of the candle that you're using the entry off of. So, all right, so those are the 14. Now let's add 5 to watch. First one is Panel, P-A-N-L. It is Universal Display Corp. And this one had a nice push higher, but it had an inside, not really technically a pure doji like this one, but you could consider that a doji too, or very close. The open and the close are very close. So I'd be watching this one. I'd use a stop above the high of this big candle and see if we can get any retracement back down on this one. Looks a little stretched to me. VMI. It's actually one I'm watching on the long side. This big gap up, and then it faded over a couple weeks, but now it's in a little bit of a consolidation here. So I'm going to be watching this one very carefully to see if this one can go back and tag 100. All right, my stops would be right below Wednesday's lows if a break of Wednesday's highs triggered. First Solar, FSLR. This one I'm a little sketchy on because we're below all the moving averages except the 200-day, but it looks to me like a falling wedge. So this one is definitely one that I want to watch. This pattern reminds me a little bit of a coil to me, so I like this one. I think that this wedge here could lead to a retest of these little highs up here, so I'm just going to be watching that one carefully. MTD is another one. Okay, MTD has a small little wind up here. Problem is it trades kind of on the shallow side. It doesn't really trade that much. The average size is okay, but if you look at the intraday chart, you can see. So this MTD, I mean, I'd watch it for potential trigger, but you have to be real careful because if it doesn't, if it's too choppy and you may have liquidity issues trying to get out. And the next one has no liquidity issues that I'm aware of, but it's a Schlumberger. Okay, there's another one rolled on over, then started the bounce up. Now has a small consolidation here. Okay, sitting right on the 50-day and the 20 EMA. So this one, it's not a true not a true bull flag, sorry, but I'd still watch it and see if we could get some rise out of it. All right, see if it can come up to test these recent highs and maybe even head for 100. But those are the stocks, 19 now total. Any questions or comments, feel free to contact me at tinymjs@gmail.com. Thank you so much once again for watching my videos.